In our classes, student participation is not a grade in our grade book. However, it's really, really important, and we want to encourage the students to participate in our discussions, whether it's small group or in our scientist circle, as much as possible. So students routinely do self-assessments on their participation. We utilize Google Classroom, Google Forms within our Google Classrooms for students to reflect on their participation. We lean heavily on the self-assessment resources in OpenSciEd for the questioning. And then we also use those and the students' responses to those to set individual and student goals, and are able to use those as points of conversation in student mini conferences. But participation is not a grade.
In my classroom, engaging in discussion is absolutely critical practice, and practice gets feedback, not a grade. So I think a lot about how discussion and participation can look different for different kids. So I think about offering options to them, but I'm not evaluating any of them.
Participation in the classroom, we do not grade. We had tried to grade participation and discussion in the class and found that kids became anxious about it, and then participation was not as genuine as it should be. It started to become more of a check the box kind of thing. But we have been looking toward how we can give kids feedback about that discussion. So we've been using the self-reflection tool that OpenSciEd provides, and we're currently working on a way to turn that into a scoreboard. Not something that has a grade, but something more that kids can look at to see their progress over time. So we think it would be really valuable for kids to see that they've grown in perhaps participating more in whole group setting, or perhaps in a smaller group, but without the stress of that being in the grade book. In my district in particular, kids can become very focused on the number and not necessarily the process. So things like discussion and participation in those soft skills, currently looking for ways to give kids the data without actually tying a number to it.